after Moses opened the Red Sea and cleared a way of freedom for the people. Because the people had not acquired the correct awareness that Moses had, they could not see the conscious pattern flowing through the unfolding moment and the divinity in everything. And so rather than giving honor to the living world, they started to build symbols and worship them. And Moses became furious at this, that they would put a symbol before the living world. The power that flowed into Moses to cause plagues and earthquakes, and even part and open the Red Sea, parting a way of freedom for the people. The people were blind to this pattern, flowing right before their eyes, and so they built a symbol, and Moses smashed that symbol to pieces. He was very upset, and he's like, don't go do building symbols. I'll go up and do a vision quest and get an answer from God. And so Moses went up and did the vision quest, and how to bring harmony to the people. And he came down with his vision. And the people had built another symbol and worship in that. And he was that angry, he smashed up the vision that he'd wrote down, and then smashed up the symbol. And he's like, these people just never learn. And after a while, the people was like, said, well, Moses, we're sorry, Can you tell us what God told you? You won't worship symbols. How do we create happiness? While seeing the divinity in the moment, Moses gave the guidelines to the community on how they should live together to encourage harmony. Don't steal and cheat from your neighbours or sleep with their wives and all these types of things as guidelines of common sense of how to create a happy community where as best can. If you're going, you try and don't, the 10 Commandments, the 10 guidelines. And so Moses gave this to the people, and they started worshipping them. And he couldn't believe it. They saw them as the Word of God and failed to see the Word of God, the frequency that gives creation to all matter, and quantum entangled to infinity. And they looked at these symbols, and Moses smashed them up, but they just built them again. And Moses was like, what the heck am I going to do? And goes up, and then he does a vision quest. And God says, let the people have their symbols, and they will be cursed. They will be known as the 12 tribes, and they will be the people of the symbol, and they will kill, and their future generations will be cursed to suffering, killing over symbols, the symbols of their religion, the symbols that divide them by borders, the symbols that separate them as humanity. Let them have their symbols, and they shall learn the hard way. Moses came down from the hill, and I was like, what did God say? He's like, God said you can have your 10 Commandments.